Hello students. Today in this video we are going to discuss about heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So we know that we categorize the mode of nutrition into two broad parts, that is autotrophic mode of nutrition and heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So today we are going to discuss about heterotrophic mode of nutrition, in which we are going to focus on Holozoic mode of nutrition. We are going to focus on Holozoic mode of nutrition. So here we are going to study about what happened in the Holozoic mode of nutrition. As you know that, and we understood in our previous video also, that Holozoic mode of nutrition is the type of nutrition that in which the whole part of the organism is engulfed, intaken by the organism. So here this is a type of nutrition in which the whole part of the plant or part of the organism is taken inside directly, that is engulf that particular part. So here we are going to discuss that Holozoic mode of nutrition is a type of nutrition in which whole part of food, that will be plant or animal, they are taken in or engulfed by the organism. So here we are going to discuss that what are the steps, that how they obtain the nutrition and how this process occurs. So basically Holozoic mode of nutrition comprise of four different steps. First one is your ingestion. Here in means inside means taking the food inside, taking food inside. Now the second step, that is your first step. In the second step there is a process of digestion happens, because here the organism is just taking the food from its mouth, and now the digestion process occurs internally. Digestion process, or we can say that the breakdown of food, it occurs inside the body, means we can say that the digestion is basically internal. And we know that in the saprophytic or mode of nutrition, organisms, they pour their enzymes and the digestion occurs externally. But in holozoic condition, digestion occurs internally, inside the body. Now the third one is, that is absorption. So here the absorption, whatever the nutrients we get after the digestion of the food, that will be absorbed by the body and given to the different parts of the body, different cells of the body. And fourth step is the last one, is the egestion. So here E means exit. So here egestion is the removal of undigested food. So here don't confuse with ingestion. Ingestion, inside, the food is taken inside the body, and here egestion, exit, means to remove the undigested food. Now, so this is the steps in which holozoic mode of nutrition, the organism who shows the holozoic mode of nutrition, like we, human beings, amoeba, they all shows the holozoic mode of nutrition. So here they all follow these four steps. They all follow, first they take the food, the ingestion of the food take place, then the digestion of the food take place, and then absorption of the food, and then egestion means exit. removal of the undigested food takes place. Now, one thing we have to be understood first. Now, this holozoic mode of nutrition in which the type of food, so type of food, the organism, those who shows the holozoic mode of nutrition, they basically, what type of food they eat? They can eat plant, they can eat animal, and they can eat both plant and animal, and dead decay or decay, organic matter. So holozoic mode of nutrition, the organism who shows the holozoic mode of nutrition, they can the food type are plants, animal, plant and animal both, and they can eat dead and decay matter also. So here, if the organism eats plant, they dependent on plant, that called herbivores. Herbivores. The organism who eat animals, we call them carnivores. And the organism who eat both plant and animal, we call them omnivores. And the organism who feed on dead and decay organism, we call detrivores. So here there is a very big confusion with this detrivores and saprophytic. Detrivores and saprophytic. The one thing coming in your mind that both are eating the dead and decay organism, but still they have a different. There is a difference between detrivores and saprophytic. So what happens in detrivores? They use dead and decay. They feed dead and decay organism. They properly follow the 4 steps of holozoic mode of nutrition, in which they ingest it. They take the dead and decay organism, and then the digestion process occurs internally. So for the detrivorous, digestion process occurs internally, as same as the holozoic mode of nutrition. The organism shows the holozoic mode of nutrition, same as this detrivore shows. So they feed on this detritus like dead and decay organism, but the digestion takes place inside the body. But here, so the examples of detrivores are earthworms. These earthworms are a different type of worms. They are known as detrivores. They feed on dead and decay organisms, and they do the digestion. They ingest the food inside, and then they do the digestion. But in the saprophytic, they not ingest the food. What they pour the enzymes on the food, and they suck out the nutrients from them. So here the saprophytics are basically the digestion is external. So what they do? They pour all the enzymes, the digestive enzymes over that dead and decay organic matter, and they suck out the nutrients. They do not ingest anything inside the body. So this is the basic difference between detrivores and saprophytic. But they both comes in one unit, that is called decomposers. They both comes in a unit, decomposers, but their way of nutrition is different. Now we are going to discuss about the mode of nutrition in amoeba. So let me first erase all these. Now we are going to discuss that how amoeba obtain their food. So we know that amoeba is a unicellular. It's a unicellular organism, and they have, the structure is like irregular structures. They have irregular structure in which there is a presence of nucleus. This is your nucleus. They have endoplasmic reticulum, and they have, this is the plasma membrane. They have lysosomes, and they contain mitochondria also. So these are some basic, this is the basic structure of amoeba, and amoeba having these cell organelles, endoplasmic reticulum, nucleus, mitochondria and lysosomes. So let's see how the amoeba obtain their food. Now, here what happens with amoeba? See, let's take this amoeba, the nucleus. This is the simple structure, irregular structure of amoeba. Now, whenever there is any food, so amoeba doesn't have any type of sense organ, but the food present, they may secrete some type of chemicals or some type of sensitive chemicals so that they can recognize it. So basically they live in aquatic habitat. So whatever, when they sense any type of, they doesn't have sense organ, but due to these chemicals, they are able to sense that where is the food present. So here the food is solid food is present. Now second step, these amoeba shows a finger-like projection, and due to finger-like projection, they start to move towards the food, and they come near the food comes near it, and then they start to encircle it, this food, and this finger-like projection called false foot or pseudopodia. It is known as false foot or pseudopodia. So basically this pseudopodia is a finger-like projection through which there is a movement occurs, and amoeba move towards the food, and then they encircle it. They encircle the food. Now in third step, what happened? Now this amoeba already taken this food inside. They encircled it. Let me draw it properly. They encircle it, and then there is a pinch of vesicles go inside it. Then it cut from here. Cut from this part, the finger-like projection, and the pinch, it comes inside. This is the nucleus. Now this food, this pinch, the vesicles contain food. This vesicle contain food. Now what happens? These one more thing, that amoeba also have food vacuoles and contractile vacuoles. So food vacuoles, they basically used to digestion of the food, and contractile vacuole is to regulate the water concentration. So here what happens? The food comes inside in the form of vesicles, and now it becomes a food vacuole, and the lysosomes get attached. get attached. Lysosome attach. And we know that this lysosome contain 50 different types of enzymes. And now when these lysosomes attached with this food vacuole, and then there is a digestion of food occurs inside the amoeba. Now, so what happens in the first step? It is an ingestion. That is the way the amoeba take the food inside. Second step, the digestion process occurs, in which the lysosomes get attached to that food vacuole or pinch of vesicles there. So it attached with the food vacuole, and then digestion process takes place. And third point, when there is a digestion, because lysosomes contain different type of enzymes, so there is a breakdown of food occurs, and then now amoeba also contain the cytoplasm is here. So due to the cytoplasmic movement, all the nutrients get absorbed. So we can say that there is an absorption takes place. And lastly, the thing happened, that is, what will happen? This amoeba, after the absorption, there is some undigested food remain in the undigested food should be removed from the body. So here amoeba, what they do? The food vacuole, they get attached with this food vacuole, comes near to the plasma membrane, and they get attached with plasma membrane. Okay, this get attached with the plasma membrane, this food vacuole attached with this plasma membrane. And what happens? It's attached with the plasma membrane, and whatever the things, the undigested food, they release it. They get released. So this is digested food get released. So in last process, that is called egestion. So what happens in the egestion? So focus in this egestion process. The food vacuole, they move towards the plasma membrane, and they attached with the plasma membrane, and then the undigested food get removed from the body. So what happens after the food vacuole? This food vacuole get attached with this plasma membrane. So after the removal of undigested food, the food vacuole get the part of the plasma membrane. So in this way, there is a egestion process happen. Now, little bit focus on some term, that this process when the food is solid. So here the process through which the amoeba take the food, that is called endocytosis. This process is known as endocytosis. Basically, it is an ingestion, taking of food, but endocytosis is the activity done by the plasma membrane. So the finger-like projection through which they take the food, we call it endocytosis. There is a two endocytosis here, and when this food is get removed, it is also movement of transport of, it is activity of plasma membrane, that is called exocytosis. So here there is when the process in which the food is taken inside by the amoeba, that is the process done by the plasma membrane, that we call it endocytosis. And when there is a removal of the undigested food occurs, we call them exocytosis. And when there is a food, and this endocytosis, let's make one, and this endocytosis is of two types. One is your phagocytosis and pinocytosis. So if phagocytosis, if the food is solid, so here the amoeba is taking the solid food, so we call that it is a phagocytosis. And pinocytosis means if there is a food is in the form of liquid, then we called it pinocytosis, cell drinking. It is also known as cell drinking. So we understood that how the amoeba obtain their food. They also follow the 4 steps: ingestion, digestion, absorption and egestion. Amoeba took the food by the sensation of the chemicals, and then due to the there is a movement, the plasma membrane change its shape, and it it forms like a finger-like projection to trap that food. And this process is called endocytosis, because plasma membrane is doing activity. So the activity done by the plasma membrane in which it captured the food, that is called endocytosis. Endocytosis is of 2 types. If the food is of solid, we call it phagocytosis. If the food is in the form of liquid, so we call it pinocytosis. After that, amoeba, there is a digestion process occur, in which after the capturing of food, the food get inside in the vesicle form, and there is we call it the food vacuole, and the lysosomes get attached with it. And lysosomes contain lots of enzymes which helps in the digestion of the food. And after that, whatever the nutrients form after the breaking of food, this is absorbed by the different parts of the amoeba cell. And due to the cytoplasmic movement, these nutrients get moved all around the body of the amoeba. And lastly, there is an egestion process in which amoeba remove undigested, unwanted food through the process of exocytosis. So here the plasma membrane just open up and remove and burst out the undigested food, and that is called exocytosis. So in this way, the amoeba obtain its food. Thank you.